What is going on, YouTube family? Today, I'm just going to go ahead and address something with Acura that I feel like we absolutely keep missing as a manufacturer. I just feel like we're missing the mark on some things, and we can go ahead and cover that right now. So, basically, what's going on, in my opinion, and the opinion of a lot of consumers, um, literally, just yesterday, I had two people come in and ask me, do we make hybrid vehicles? The immediate answer is no. We did at one point, only lasted for a little while. The people that own those cars now absolutely refuse to trade them in. We're talking about things like the MDX hybrid and the RLX hybrid as well, sport hybrids. So these vehicles were great. They didn't get the best gas mileage, but the people that own them, again, they're not trading them in anytime soon. So it's not a situation where I could say no, I don't have it, but I've got a pre-owned lot over here with some certified ones. I don't. I've been at this store for almost 3 years. We've only ever had one RLX hybrid, sport hybrid for sale that was pre-owned, um, and we had two MDX sport hybrids. Other than that, those were the only two pre-owned options for hybrid that we've had that was Acura branded. So we are missing the mark on hybrids big time, and unfortunately, the consumer that you're trying to convince to get these plugins and the MDX, excuse me, the ZDX and the new Honda Prologue, things like that, they're simply not ready for something that is fully battery electric. And so they're like, listen, these are older clients, they a lot of the time, and they feel like, I'm bending a little bit, even just wanting to explore the option of hybrid. That's a little bit out of my comfort range, but I'm willing to look at it. And then to just say, nope, we're skipping that, we're very proud of it, and we're going straight into full battery electric. They're like, well, then I guess I won't be buying any more Acuras. Literally, both people walked in, asked if we had hybrids. The answer was no. They left. They weren't interested in anything else. They didn't want a fully internal combustion engine powered vehicle. They're willing to do something that's supplemented with a hybrid system, but they don't want just gas and they don't want just electric. And unfortunately, we have, for the past 20 years, Honda, Acura have allowed, Toyota to sort of just take over the market. They pioneered the hybrid system. They've been using it and perfecting it for 2 decades straight, and now they literally, as far as hybrids are concerned, Lexus and Toyota produce and sell the most, and it's gonna probably be that way because they've been practicing for so long, and they have a formula that works. People like them. They figured out a price point that works for their clientele. People are happy to pay the premium for the hybrid system. They see the effects of their gas mileage. They see the effects of their wear and tear with respect to maintenance and brakes and transmission and things like that sort of just disappear with a hybrid. So there's certain things that people are looking for that we really have the ability to offer, but for some reason we just don't, and it's really unfortunate. So here's pretty much what I think we should do. I think we should take the 3.5 liter V6 that we have, leave it naturally aspirated, but crank it up a little bit, give it an even 300 horsepower. Let's go ahead and do a plug-in hybrid system that adds 75 horsepower to that. Now, this is for the base model of whatever you can put this in, whether you're going to do an MDX, whether you're going to do an RDX. You can tone it down and use 2 liter, all these things. So just follow along. All right, plug-in hybrid is going to add 75 horsepower. So you got 25 horsepower going to the front axle, 50 horsepower going to the back of that 75, giving you a total of 375 horsepower. I think the name SH-EWD would be great. So SHE wheel drive would be, I think, a easy thing for your consumers to accept. It's familiar, but the E obviously designates that it's for the electric portion or the hybrid portion. I'm hoping that we can do a 500-mile hybrid range and 50 miles of pure EV range. So you're looking at a total of 550 miles for the base model, again, of whatever we're going to put this in. All right. I think if we go up and there's a E-Tech MDX, for example, we should take that same J35, put two small turbos on it, giving it itself 330 horsepower. We're going to crank up that plug-in hybrid system to 100 horsepower. We're going to put 35 horsepower to the front axle, 65 to the rear axle, for a total of 430 horsepower altogether. On the E-Tech, I would hope that you could do somewhere around 557 hybrid miles, combined range, 43 pure EV, um, and then that'll give you a total altogether of 600 total miles of range. And then another one going 410 horsepower, 150 horsepower plug-in hybrid system that's going to put 50 horsepower to the front, 100 horsepower to the rear. We're looking for 560 horsepower altogether. That's going to be for the EA spec, the E Advance. You're going to have 41 pure EV miles on that one, for a total on this one of somewhere around the same, somewhere between 600, maybe 650 miles, if that's possible. Those are some pretty aggressive figures considering what Lexus is doing right now. But I think if we put our efforts into the right places, we could really be getting a piece of this market. I feel like, there's just other ways to capture these people who are very, very clear in their wants and needs. And we seem to just be skipping over it. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But I think we're missing a huge portion of the market. I feel like we could use, the platform. Toyota does a TNGA architecture. We could do something like that, but for hybrid vehicles, and cut costs as far as production, cut costs as far as parts, make things more interchangeable, things like that. But I do think that we are missing out on a market and we don't have to. So with that being said, guys, let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Thanks so much.